Alright guys, back again today with another video. What I have here is the Tasco 8 megapixel trail cameras that I've talked so much about as being probably the best budget friendly camera option on the market. These cameras come in around $28 from your local Walmart, and they do a fantastic job. I very rarely have any of these cameras malfunction, and the low price point make them great for public land. I have a lot of these cameras, and I've been very pleased with them. Now what I have here is something that I found on the shelf at my local Walmart the other day. This is a Tasco 12 megapixel game camera. From what I can tell, this is a new camera on the market from Tasco. I'm not sure if it's going to replace this camera, but it was on the shelf at my local Walmart. There was no price information on the shelf, so I pulled it down, I got a price check on it, and it rang up for, let's see, $28.88. So the exact same price as the old camera, but this is a new one. Now this camera is advertised as being 12 megapixels instead of the 8. It is advertised to have a 720p video quality, 9-month battery life, which we all know depends on how many pictures you're getting and the quality of batteries, 70-foot motion sensor, which is more than I believe the old camera had. It has the date and time stamp, runs on 8 batteries and up to a 32 gig SD card. So I picked this camera up when I saw it because it was just too good to resist. This is something I believe is brand new, so look for them in your local Walmart. I thought I'd do a quick video today opening this camera up, putting some batteries in it. I got some batteries, an SD card. We'll go through getting it set up, and then I'll get it put out in the woods and try to get some pictures and videos for you to put on the end of this video. Without further ado, I'm gonna open this package up. That'll do. All right. So there it is. It's quite a bit different from the old camera. Just a little bit redesigned. Excuse me, it's pretty warm out here today. I'm gonna open it up and take a look at the inside. The inside looks pretty much the same as well. It's got the 3-click switch to go for your setup and your on. And then it's got the OK button with 2 arrows on the other side. The battery tray looks the exact same. You have this little switch you pull out and slides right out. I was a little stiff the first time, but that'll probably get better the more we do it. Pop that back in. Let's see what else we got. We got a strap. This is just pretty much the exact same strap that comes with the old cameras. It's the same kind of, you thread it through and pull it type strap, which works out pretty well. I typically, if I'm running these cameras on public land, end up putting some paracord for the attachment method, just because this is easier to see on the tree. And we got the instruction manual. I'm going to assume, based on the style of the camera, that the setup and everything is going to be the exact same. All right. So now then, let's get some batteries in this dude. All right. So here, I've got just some affordable batteries off Amazon. I buy these by the 100 pack to really get your costs down. I will note the battery tray looks a little bit redesigned. For those of y'all that are familiar with the old cameras, the middle, it was kind of picky about the direction you put the batteries in. This tray looks redesigned and looks like it's going to do away with that problem, so that's a good thing. It should be easier to get your batteries in and out of this camera. All right, my batteries are installed. I'm going to slide the battery pack back in. Now then, your SD card. I recommend using a Class 10 SD card. Always, you want to format these cards before you use them every time. It's easier just to go ahead and format them before you put the camera out and get ahead of any problems you might have. The camera slot on this one is up the top. I'm gonna get that slid in with the card facing toward you. Alrighty. I'm gonna come up there and grab the camera so I can show you up close, and we'll go through the setup together. Now, give me just a second. Alright guys, we've got our camera here. We got our batteries installed with our SD card in. We're gonna click one click forward to get to our setup screen. Now to enter the setup, I'm gonna press the middle button, OK, and this looks like this is your time. See, right now we're just gonna say it's 6:05, and now I've just pressed OK to go between each setting. Now we're at the date. Today is, I believe, August 25th. I may have to go back and change this later when I check for sure. Here's our year. This 2021, which is correct. So I'll just press OK again. Now you see the flashing camera icon. That's photo burst. So you can go between 1 photo, 3 photos, or video. I'm going to run this camera on 3 photo burst right now. Once I get some images, I may put it on the camera option to see how that works. This here is your delay. So you got 15 seconds, 30, 60, 3 minutes, and 5 seconds. I'll just put it on 15 seconds for now. So I'm not sure what that is. Default? No, we don't want to go to default. So this is a great option that the old cameras had also. Earlier when I was talking about formatting the SD card in your computer, you can also format the SD card from this camera. When you're on this screen, if you just toggle up so it says yes, say OK, that will format your SD card and you're good to go. So now we've got it all set up. We'll just switch it to on, and it's going to give us a countdown, and it'll start taking pictures. All right, guys, I'm going to get this camera out in the field, and then I'll get back with you once we have some images to show. All right, thank you. All right, guys, it's been since like August that I started making this video about this trail camera. It's December now, so it's taken me a little while to get this put out for you, but hopefully it'll still be useful for some of y'all. I was able to use the camera all season. It's been very useful, and I haven't had any problems with it. It's pretty much just as good as the old Tascos, maybe a little bit better, since it's 12 megapixels instead of 8, or I believe 8, like the old ones I was using. Anyway, check out some of these pictures and videos, and let me know what you think. All right, guys, here's the camera set up on a tree. I do want to note that there's no clear screen on the front of this camera like the old ones that allow you to see the countdown when the camera is closed and set up. This isn't necessarily a deal breaker, just want to note that. Here's a daylight photo, some does here just behind my house. Here's another picture of a buck. It's a pretty good deer behind my house. If you'll note on these photos, the stamps on the bottom, it does have a place for the ID, moon phase, date, and time, which is all you really need. Now we're getting to some videos. This is just kind of a comparison, or just show you some daylight footage. It was a pretty good job. I would like to note there is no audio on these videos, so it is strictly just the visual camera, no audio. Here's a nighttime video. It's a pretty good buck for the area. The camera does a pretty good job day and night. I didn't have hardly any photos that were, or videos that were blacked out or overexposed, hard to see. So I would say the camera does a pretty good job. I do think this is a very good option for anyone who's looking for a cheap entry-level budget camera. Maybe you're going to put it on public land and worry about someone potentially walking off with it, and you don't want to have a high investment. Or maybe you're wanting to purchase multiple cameras. This camera will be great for that application. I've been very pleased with it so far. One thing I wish it had is I wish, like some of the stealth cams, it actually had a Python lock integrated into the door. That's not necessarily a deal breaker. At this price, it's a very good option.
So I just want to say thanks for watching this, and hopefully it was helpful. And stick around and check out the next one. Thanks, guys.